In this lecture, I'm going to explain the Quick Access Toolbar, including the various ways to customize it, reset it, move it below the ribbon, and so forth. So let's start with what the Quick Access Toolbar is. The Quick Access Toolbar is a customizable toolbar that contains a set of commands which are independent of the currently displayed tab on the ribbon, so you can always see these commands. By default, the Quick Access Toolbar includes back, undo, and touch mouse mode if you have a touch screen. What this means is that you can actually use the commands on the Quick Access Toolbar from anywhere. So for instance, I have the paintbrush feature on the Quick Access Toolbar, which means I don't have to be on the Home tab to use the paintbrush formatter. So for instance, got some text here. I can highlight the text here, and if I'm in the Draw tab, I can click on the formatter, come down, and format that to match it. So that's the nice thing about the Quick Access Toolbar. You can use the commands from whatever tab or ribbon you're on. Now there are multiple ways that you can customize the Quick Access Toolbar. The quickest and easiest way is to do a right click on a command that's on a tab or ribbon to add it to your Quick Access Toolbar. So for instance, if I want to be able to highlight, I can do a right click and select Add to Quick Access Toolbar. And now I've got the highlight feature. So if I click on this, I can choose my pen and do my highlight. Another way to add commands to the Quick Access Toolbar is through the Customize option. So we're going to click on the Customize Quick Access Toolbar down button. And once you do that, it's going to give you various commands available. It'll begin with by showing you some of the popular commands, and these are toggle switches. So for instance, if I wanted to add print, I could click the print button and it'll add my printer. If I want to remove it, I can click print again and it removes it. So the check mark means it's added, and if you uncheck it, it'll remove it from the Quick Access Toolbar. Let's go back into our Customize, and let's come down to the More commands. Once you click on More commands, it's going to take you into the OneNote options to the Quick Access Toolbar. From here, you can choose commands from, and click on the down arrow, our popular commands, commands that are not on the ribbon, all commands, or you can choose commands that are available on specific tabs or ribbons. Let's go ahead and click on All Commands. Once you do that, it's going to list every command that's available in OneNote, and it's going to put them in alphanumeric order. So for instance, if I wanted to insert equation, I'll hit I to take me down to the I commands. I'll scroll down until I find my insert equation. Click on it. Once I have it highlighted, I'm going to come over to the middle here and click Add. Once I click the Add button, it's going to add it to my Customized Quick Access Toolbar. You'll see it here. I'll click OK, and now you see it has added it. Let's go ahead with the Customize button again and go into More commands. Again, this time let's go to the Draw tab, and from here it's going to list all the commands that are available on the Draw tab. So if I want to add the eraser, and click on it, click the Add button, and it will add it, and click OK. Now I can reorganize the commands on my Quick Access Toolbar also by coming back into Customize, go to my More commands, and instead of working over here on the left, I'm going to come over to the right where it's got my Customized Quick Access Toolbar. I'm going to highlight the command I want to move. So for instance, if I want to move touch mouse mode to the bottom, I'll highlight it, I'll come over to my navigation buttons and click the down button until I get it to where I want it. I want to move insert equation up a couple, I can do that as well. Now once I click OK, you'll see that it has reorganized my Quick Access Toolbar. If you want to remove a command from the Quick Access Toolbar because you're no longer using it, you can do a right click on the command and remove from Quick Access Toolbar. Now if you've added a lot of commands to the Quick Access Toolbar and you want to reset it back to its defaults, what you can do is come back out to the Customize, come down to More commands, and then come down to the bottom where it shows Customizations Reset. Click the down arrow next to Reset and choose Reset Only Quick Access Toolbar. Now the reason you want to be careful with this is we only want to reset the Quick Access Toolbar. We don't want to reset any other customizations you may have done within OneNote. So make sure you click only Reset Only Quick Access Toolbar. Once you do that, it's going to give you a warning just to make sure, and it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to restore the Quick Access Toolbar to its default contents? Once you say yes, any customizations you made to the Quick Access Toolbar are gone, and it's reset back to the default. So we'll say yes, say OK, and now we're back to the default. Now if you prefer, you can move the Quick Access Toolbar below the ribbons. So if we click on the Customize again, we can go to the very bottom and select Show Below the Ribbon, and you'll see it adds it below the ribbon here. I'm going to move it back up because I prefer mine at the top, but some people like it below the ribbon. Now remember, if you want to add something to the Quick Access Toolbar, you can do it by right-clicking on it if it's available on a tab or ribbon, and select Add to Quick Access Toolbar. If it's not, you can go into the Customize, go to More Commands, and choose the command, either from the popular commands, commands not in the ribbon, all commands, or the tab that it's available on. If you're not sure where it's located, the best thing to do is click All Commands, and it's going to list them all in alphanumeric order, and you can scroll through until you find the command you want to add. Highlight it, click Add, click OK, and it will add it to the Quick Access Toolbar. And remember, once you add commands to the Quick Access Toolbar, they also give you the access keys for them, or the key tips, by using the Alt key. And that's how you customize and use the Quick Access Toolbar.
In this lecture, we're going to focus on notebooks. We're going to go over creating new notebooks, closing notebooks, and opening notebooks that have been closed. OneNote notebooks are like electronic notebooks. They're used to take notes, organize your information, and store important materials. And just like physical notebooks, you can have tabs to further separate and organize your data. You can also have any number of notebooks to store various types of data, such as for different classes, projects, or family information. But the great advantage of electronic notebooks over physical notebooks is that if you store them on OneDrive or in the cloud, you can access the information from any device, so you don't have to carry the notebook around with you. Let's start off by creating a new notebook. To create a notebook, we're going to go to the Backstage or click on File. We're going to go to New, and from New, we're going to type in our notebook name. Once we have our name, we'll verify where we're saving it, and I'm saving this to OneDrive. It's my personal location, which means it's not open for everybody. It's just my location. And I'll click Create Notebook. Once you click Create Notebook, it's going to go out and create the notebook, and it's going to sync it up between your computer and OneDrive. Now, because I've created this notebook out there on OneDrive, it's asking me if I want to share it with other people. That's something we're going to do in a later lecture, so I'm going to say not now. Now it's taken me back into OneNote, and you can see our project, which was the name of the notebook I created, is now available. And I've got the circle with the little arrows, which means it's syncing it between my computer and OneDrive. At this point, I'm ready to create notes, create sections, organize my information, and so forth. So that's how you create a notebook. Now, because you can have a lot of notebooks available, your list can sometimes become cluttered with multiple notebooks. So the great thing is, once you're done with the notebook, even for a period of time, you can remove it from the list and bring it back later when you need it. So if we were done with our project, we could do a right-click on it and tell it to close this notebook. Once you close it, it removes it from the list. If you need to bring it back or open it back up, all you need to do is go to the Backstage and open the notebook. So let's go ahead and click on File. We'll go to Open. It's going to go out and look for all of our notebooks from OneDrive, and then we're going to scroll down until we find the notebook we want to open. Once we have it, click on it, and it's going to open it up, and you can see it's loading it right now. Now, depending on how much information you have in there, it could take a little bit for it to open it up because it's got to sync it back and forth. And you can see I've got my little circle telling me it's syncing it. And that's how easy it is to create, open, and close notebooks. So let's just review. To create a notebook, File, New, give it a name, and you don't have to store your notebook on OneDrive. So if you wanted it just local to this computer, you could tell it this PC and pick a location for it. Create the notebook, Nope, we're not going to invite people right now. And there's the notebook. Again, when you're done, you don't need it anymore, right-click on it, close notebook. Want to bring it back, go to File, Open. It's going to search all your notebooks. Find the one you want, click on it, and it's going to load it up. And that's how easy it is. In the next lecture, we're going to focus on working with pages and subpages. We'll go over creating pages, how to make subpages of pages so you can organize your information, and we'll also go over moving and deleting pages.